Good morning, everyone. My name is Anisah Ditania Putri. I'm a student at Bina Sarana Informatika University, majoring in management under the Faculty of Economic and Business. My student ID number is 6425137. It's a pleasure to introduce myself to you today. On this occasion, please allow me to deliver a speech about my opinion regarding smoking in campus area. Before starting this speech, I check it paragraph by paragraph to see if any part was made using by AI, and here are the results. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Good morning and warm greetings to all of us. Honorable lecturers, especially Mr. Bobby Octavio Yuskar MPD, as the lecturer of the English course and fellow student. First of all, let us express our praise and gratitude to Almighty God, because by His grace and blessings we are able to gather here today in good health. Today, I would like to talk a little about something we often see around campus, which is smoking in campus area. Everyone should already know that smoking is one of the worst habits a person can have for their health. A single cigarette contains thousands of toxic chemicals such as nicotine, tar, carbon monoxide, and many other harmful compounds that damage the human body. These pollutants slowly destroy the organs and lead to serious diseases such as lung cancer, heart disease, and chronic respiratory disorders. The dangerous substances in cigarettes work inside the body, damaging the system and reducing the overall quality of health. Smoking has harmful effects not only on active smokers but also on passive smokers, those who unintentionally inhale cigarette smoke from their surroundings. Cigarette smoke contains nearly the same toxins as those inhaled directly. This means that even students who don't smoke can suffer from respiratory problems, eye irritation, and even cardiovascular diseases. This is a practice that should be eliminated because smoking doesn't only harm the smoker, but also the people around them. The habit of smoking also has a direct negative impact on the quality of life young people, especially students. The harmful component in cigarettes can interfere with the brain function, reduce concentration, and weaken both the respiratory and circulatory system. As a result, smokers may become easily tired and find it difficult to focus during learning activities, since their energy and alertness decrease. Smoking can also disrupt emotional stability, leading to anxiety, stress, and even depression. A campus should be a safe and comfortable place for learning and self-development. However, smoking on campus destroys the environment. The air becomes polluted and the campus area looks less appealing because of smoke and scattered cigarette butts. This disturbs other students and creates the impression of an unhealthy and unproductive environment. Moreover, smoking is an expensive habit. The money that could be used for self-improvement and educational needs is wasted on cigarettes. We should not wait for others to start making changes. Every small step we take, such as refusing to smoke or reminding our friends not to, will make a big difference to our health and the comfort of our campus environment. Through real action starting from ourselves, we can build a campus that is cleaner, healthier, and truly worthy as a place to gain knowledge. That is all the speech I can deliver. If there are any mistakes in my words or expression that might have been unpleasant to hear, I sincerely apologize. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. That's all for my opinion about the smoking in campus area. Now I would like to continue with a short presentation about adverb or frequency. Please allow me to show my PowerPoint presentation. Okay, now I will present about adverbs of frequency. Let's move on the first slide. The definition of adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency are frequency adverbs used to show how often an activity or event happens. This adverb function to answer the question how often. In addition, they are often used in sentence to give more information about the frequency of an action. Next is types of adverbs of frequency. The first is every. Defined frequency use the word every to show a regular pattern that happens at fixed time intervals. Examples include every day, every week, every month, and every year. The second is numerical frequency. You can use numerical frequency adverbs such as one time, two times, three times. This word gives specific information about how many times an event happens within a certain period of time. For example, once a week means that the event happens one time in a week. Next is the third is specific time frequency. To describe a more specific or regular frequency, there are adverbs of frequency such as every hour, every day, every week, every month, and every year that you can use. For example, hourly describes something that happens every hour, while monthly shows something that happens every month. Next, here you can see the percentage. 100% is adverbs in this category indicate an activity that is done every time without exception. The time expressions include always, every time, and constantly. Next is 60% to 70%. Use these adverbs to describe action that happen quite often but not always. Example is usually, often, normally, frequently, regularly. Next is 50%. To express activities that happen about half of the time, use adverbs such as sometimes, occasionally, seldom, and infrequently. Next is 10% to 20%. Use these adverbs to describe activities that happen very rarely or almost never. The example is rarely and hardly ever. The last is 0%. Adverbs in this category shows actions that never happen at all. Examples is never and not much. Next, a formula of adverbs of frequency. The first, adverb of frequency in verbal sentence. In sentences that have main verb, the adverb of frequency is placed before the main verb. The formula is subject plus adverb of frequency plus verb. The example is he usually play basketball after school and I rarely eat fast food. The second is adverb of frequency in nominal sentence. Nominal sentence use the verb to be, am, is, are, was, were. In this pattern, the adverb of frequency is placed after to be to show how often the condition or state of the subject occurs. The formula is subject plus to be plus adverb of frequency. Okay, the example is we are never bored in English class and I'm sometimes tired after class. The third is adverb of frequency for emphasis. For emphasis, an adverb of frequency can be placed at the beginning of the sentence before the subject to highlight how often someone performs an action. The formula is adverb of frequency plus subject plus verb plus predicate, but this is used for emphasis, and subject plus verb plus predicate plus adverb of frequency. This is Formula for normal structure. The example sentence is sometimes he forgot his wallet at home. This is emphasis, and I usually drink coffee before starting my work. This is a normal sentence. Okay, the last I think this is adverbs of frequency in interrogative sentence. To form an interrogative sentence, use how often, followed by auxiliary verb, do, does, did, then the subject and the main verb. The formula is auxiliary verb plus subject plus adverb of frequency plus verb plus predicate plus question mark. The example sentence is, did he sometimes forget his keys, and how often do you go jogging? Next is a example of adverbs of frequencies. Any definite adverbs of frequency is it indicates a definite and measurable frequency, a specific number, time, or period, easily countable or schedule. Example: every day, once a week, twice a month, hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, and annually. The characteristic of definite is there is certainty about when and how many times something happens. 2 is indefinite adverbs of frequency, indicates uncertain or unquantifiable frequency, only describe a general level of habit. The example is always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never. And the typical characteristic of indefinite does not specify a specific time or amount, only provides a general idea of how often. Sorry. Okay, this is an example of sentence with definite adverbs. He goes to the gym 3 times a week. Or we have English class every Monday. An example of sentence with indefinite adverbs of frequencies. He often goes to the gym, and I sometimes read before bed. Okay, and here is a picture that you can see and understand. This picture shows the percentage of how often something happens. Okay, 100% always, 90% usually, 80% frequently, 70% often, 50% sometimes, 30% occasionally, 10% seldom, 5% rarely, and then 0% is never. Okay, the conclusion is an adverb of frequency is a word that shows how often an action or activity is done. Is divided into 2 types, indefinite and definite. Words such as always, usually, often, and never are common examples of adverbs of frequency that are very useful for expressing routines or daily activity. And this is a reference I have. Okay. My presentation ends here. Thank you for attention. Okay, that's all for my speech about smoking in the campus area and my presentation about adverb of frequency. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope my project is useful and enjoyable for everyone. See you and have a great day.